Hmm. Ah, cek Tum, tum, tum. Ah, yes. Wah, nggak muncul ya? Oh, muncul. Ini kenapa layarnya hitam? Wait a minute ya, I'm still sharing the stream. Okay, why my video in Twitch is blank? It's literally blank. My stream on Twitch. I don't know what happened with Twitch, but my stream literally just black screen now. Okay, now it's normal. Okay. Good day, welcome everyone for just one stream. Welcome to stream. Be right back ya. I'm going to share something. Hmm. Let me share on my social media first. Hmm. Oke, sambil record aja kali ya. Oke, I'll record. Hello everyone, welcome. Okay, today we going to play a game, ya. Visual novel game. We can call it visual novel or anything. It's a game. I think it's made with RPG Maker, which is Katawa Shoujo. Yeah. So if you haven't played it, feel free to play it and be careful, ya. This game actually, what you call it, an adult VN, but today I'm going to play the Steam version, and the Steam version is the censored version, so almost all the adult stuff is censored already. Yep. So yeah, that's it. Let's play the game. Play the game. Pa pa ra pa 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 pa. Ooh, it's snowing. A light breeze caused the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden windshields. This is popular retreat for couples in the summer. The delicious trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cup hands and rub them together, because it's cold, yeah? Furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long I am expected to wait here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah, yes. The note slipped between the pages of my math book, while I wasn't looking. As far as clicks go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest make it seems like time has slowed to a crawl. Suddenly, the rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me. Interrupting the quiet mood, someone is approaching me from behind. So you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a bit. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Ah, that girl. Looks like she's going to be our first breakup. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line and that was the result. Pathetic. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad that you got it. A sigh smile that makes me so tense. I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Okay. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up to the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. What is cacophonous? I don't know, let's continue. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind, as it passes herself as if supported by some new confidence. Wait a minute. Okay, let's continue. Her eyes lock with mine and she lazily twirls her long dark hair and her finger. All the while the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word if I tried. You see, it could be better if this one is voice acted, but I will try to voice act a bit. I want to know. Ah, we got a girl. I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feels like they have been stretched beyond the breaking point. So, I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spike of blinding pain along my arms. Wait. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoots open in terror. Wait, what happened? Wait, we die? The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees. Wait, Shinda? The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Okay, that's one way to open a visual novel game. I didn't expect that. You know, suddenly dying from a love confession. Yeah, it's a 4chan game. Wait, now we are a junkie? The confession is so good. The man, the man got a heart attack. What the hell, dude? It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Dude. Okay. I will try not to laugh here. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you are left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia, oh, it's a condition of a weak heart, I think. She got a weak heart. I mean, he got a weak heart. To act erratically and suddenly beat way too fast, it can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had two hemorrhoids. Ooh, what? I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Ooh, that's a good parent. Of course, there isn't a cure. True. Because of the late discovery, this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled and all the goodwill gift began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that only the reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents come by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries work. So, I idly observed the scar that the surgery had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. Okay. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough. Now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply, the way he suffers around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a store room for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I start feeling naked without a book in my hands. Oh, what? Naughty. But I love the stories. True. That was my life was a lie. The day became progressively harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the books I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess. I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes, I'd pause in the realization that I didn't know what a day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surround me would painfully crash into my consciousness. Through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pace of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot. And the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are on sort of dress up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of pointlessness of what he just did. Okay. Hello Hisao, how are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you shall be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. Okay. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and take a look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindication, and dosage are listed line after line with cold precisions. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I cannot understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he had not said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it will be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, so listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to become schooled? Whatever of my concerns shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least, not until we are sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. No, we become a disabled person now. Disabled? What? Am I? It has 24-hour nursing staff and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sort. What? A boarding school of independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to discuss that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff. And you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look at couple back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance of to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and well, it's not the same one. A special school, that's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort way. It's geared towards the students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help, in one way or another. Your father is right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what you call body positivity. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. What can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protect. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I want to protest. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel very different. There really isn't a choice anyway. I know this, but the talk of going to disabled school? What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school, it's something, it's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It will be a mistake to just reason myself thinking to that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Okay, that's a long prologue. And that's an absurd one. Getting a heart attack from a love confession. That's kinda absurd. Not gonna lie. Yay, I got the achievement. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seems to do that, but this one's especially so. Red bricks, black rock, iron, and grey plaster disassembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gates for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. It's feeling good, man. And I saw walk towards the main building of Yamako Academy. With this brisk pace, I am alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway, going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind, it makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded, it's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I know about school. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, I can live on TikTok now? Oh, really? Wait, I can live on TikTok now. But nope, there's no live Akun. Yo, you cannot watch the live on Studio. Oh, I can go live. Oh, looks like I need to install some TikTok Studio. Let me try some TikTok Studio. I kinda want to play this one while on TikTok. Oh, the live studio, I mean. Let's start. I kinda wonder if I can play this game while in TikTok. Wait a minute ya. But if you just join stream, welcome to stream. I cannot live. Let's see live center. Wait, I'm live now. Wait, I'm live on TikTok, it said, but hello, check check. It said I'm live on TikTok, but I cannot see. I'm not live yet. Hmm, let's see if wait, it's live. Okay, okay. So you can do that, huh? Okay, that's to know. But I cannot see my live on. What you call it? On TikTok. I cannot see my own live on TikTok. Okay, that's kinda suck, isn't it? Yeah, welcome, Ivan. Mm, mm, okay, maybe I should take it here so I can read the chat on TikTok. Welcome. Let's continue the game. It's an uncanny valley, even though that I was told. This is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectation of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I step into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around catch my attention. It makes me think about the hospital again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green is calming color. Okay, the music is kinda loud. Only after I stand in front of the Hawkty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture noticed me as I entered. A goblin? No, goblin is not tall. We are the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Ah, I see. Hey, tall man. NPC name tall man. Okay. Okay. Nakai. So, you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. Of course, he's a science teacher. Welcome. We exchange a handshake. Yeah. Wait a minute. That is neither firm nor sloppy. And he looked at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes. Afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They are waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to dress? Oh, yeah, of course. Let's roleplay as what you call it, a guy with charisma. Whatever you just join stream, welcome to stream ya. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. Yeah. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third down to the third floor corridor is marked at the call of class 33. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning everyone, sorry I'm late again. I hesitated for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. They really makes me get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious, the ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned window only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks, with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face other students. They all look like normal, like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand, a little jarring. Okay. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tuned out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduced me to the class. I noticed a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Looks like this guy has an obesity as a disability. I don't know. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird saying someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motion. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So, is the cheery looking with the pink hair sitting next to her? Oh, this girl? She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked. Please, welcome our new classmates. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only had one. Okay, this one. Okay. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I have to get along with... Okay, this is how you know this VN is made by an American because it calls football as soccer. I have to get along well with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glance at me. It could have gone worse. Way. So we become a pussy magnet. I listen to the teacher as he drones out about getting along, while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everything seems to be listening to him intently. And when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps in this round, with her one hand against her other wrist. Okay, that's kinda creative. It makes me feel a little bad. We are going to be doing some group work today. So that will give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passed out the day's assignment and announced that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. Thank you. Ah, she's the pink-haired girl. As he calls out my name, the cute bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes wave her head at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? Next to me too. Ha ha ha. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi, Shi-chan. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language. Before, it looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures around. Oh yeah, it's because she is a mute, yeah. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. I can see you are a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person to translate things back and forth. I see. So she is a mute because she is deaf. I'm like an interpreter. She says, it's nice to meet you. She's kinda shy now. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hee-chan, right? Hee-chan? Yup, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Hahaha, yeah, you look like a Hee-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her finger on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stammers with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluent translation. Thanks, that will be pretty helpful, yeah. I just kind of came straight to the class today. Hahaha. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you are going before you go there. Not with just the school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store, really, Sichan? Learn about where are you going? I guess I didn't bother to do that. Or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it, half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misa sent something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. It was like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down, are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just a failed test. Wahahaha, alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Sichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Sichan. Oh, she's a class representative. The call representative. Ahaha, okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Suzune. She's blushing. She's a shy girl. Yep, Suzune is fine. Okay, that will be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assume won't be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We shall start work now or Sichan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long. We shall start now if we want to finish it before the end of the class. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I didn't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, no many aspect of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class. Despite our late start, Hizune and Misha are really capable. They are quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misa is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower's bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I meet Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern, in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem so care, so we proceed the line. There is rather a long list of menu options, which seems great, until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. Yeah. Wow, nice! It's almost like I'm at the back at the hospital again. Eating portion is short with scientific precision to meet the needs of other patients. I pick something at random and follow Sydney's table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not to eat, Misa pokes me in the side, get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand a sign, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We are your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Ask about Shizune's deafness. Let's ask about her. Maybe they are talking about the secret girl stuff or something. I could notice conversation then is not enough to fill silence. I should choose another one. Okay, that sucks. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She cheered a little when Misa crashed into the room with elegance of Reino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misa and Tsuzune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left, just like me when in high school. It's me. Maybe it's the long time I spent in the hospital that made me lifelike. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Tsune are having a short conversation. After a bit deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay, show you around today, Hichan. We've got Hari already, since there is a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait, the teacher said I had to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you how that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their wait, even there's no stairs here. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is a auxiliary building. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside. I like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurse offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? You'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be the only quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text head nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I cannot quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly man turned around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Smiling man. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He is young looking and sort of frog, but the dimples in his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why yes, I am. It says on the door, no? You can call me by name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. Hey Mong, welcome Mong. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Ah, you are that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestured me to sit down a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes? Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just get over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. It's a bit so out of place that I'm left thinking, why he even said it? Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he searched for something from his computer and shuffled stack of papers, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beds, wall and ceiling, dark grey, laminate flooring, and all the equipment you had expect from a school nurse office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Yep, this is a hospital. More and more I play it, it feels more like a hospital rather than a school. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and open it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia? Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Thanks for the like, Mong. Apart from that, do you have any sports or stuff like, I don't know, boxing? Our character used to be a football player, right? Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you to refrain from doing that. At least for the time being. Oh, the answer is just, oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of confusion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea, of course. Was the previous one caused by a sudden contusion like the Cesarea? Oh no, he doesn't know. We got a heart attack from a love confession. That's kinda wild. Not exactly. I said the question acceptably. Mr. Misdirection. And he glanced at me over his paper with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy. So some exercise will do you good. We have physical therapy and such available as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some leg exercise regularly. Brisk wall or even like jogging, jumping around, that sort of thing, swimming maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. Okay, this actor doesn't give a shit, you know. At any rate, I'm sure you have been told this before. You just need to take care to not overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk, take care of yourself. Okay, he goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it. Come with me if you ever need something. I mustered out before I even realized it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at other students, so I watch people coming out of the school going towards the gate or the rooms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? Maybe. Does that... I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The awareness me only grows as I trot towards the dorms, set a little away apart from the main building complex. The garden is of sort between the school and the dorms, shrubbery flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass. That fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Big and red brick, just like mine. No, mine doesn't made from a red brick. Like others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given for my pocket. Room 1-9. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like me. Just like in the main building, the halls and door were to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poked my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching a television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridor branches off from the main hallway. Each of these mirror halls seems to have a toilet and shower as well for rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the room says, "Hello Kiwi, welcome. Welcome Kiwi. How are you doing, buddy?" The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess that are just two of us. Hola, welcome. I guess there are just two of us here. Like sound from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. I'm tired. Okay, that's good to know. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements. Then clicking of my way more locks than I thought that this door's had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Hey, we got a Harry Potter. The boy who lived. They really get a good one on this. Harry Potter. Is it? Be spectacled helmet. The boy who wears a glasses. Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglass if he was? He leans closer to mental awareness, almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Why is everyone sleeping now? I don't know. Maybe it's because it is weekend? He sounds Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... Do I know him? This guy? He is the boy who lived. Oh, sup dude? Name's Kenji. Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it. Still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. Wait, what? It was probably my parents. Don't tell Voldemort. Your parents, you sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can judge a book by its cover. Okay, I like this guy already. I'd say the chances are high now. He stutters and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. His parents who? Nah, I mean our parents in this story because, you know, we got transferred into a school for disabled kids. So yeah, the prologue is we got a heart attack from a love confession, and after the doctor examine our body, they found we have an arrhythmia. It's a rare condition of a heart, you know. Is this a romance game? You can call it visual novel. It's just a novel with some visuals. Yeah, you can call it a romance game. The only thing I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I have not smart. He squeezed his eyes and closer. I leaned backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Oh, I see. So, and I can get what his disability is. He's a bit, you know, not bit, he's almost blind. I mean, he can see, but it's a blur, even if he's wearing a glasses. Yeah, you can call it legally blind, but it's not like the traditional blind. Because in traditional blind, you cannot see anything, but I think in his case, he can still see, but not that much detail, even when he's wearing the glasses. Hi Hichan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. So the suspicious person is our parents. Love, mom. Well, how was moving? Yeah, it's good moving. I mean, I kinda have work now. I have a full-time work, so it's kinda exhausting, and I have an irregular shift, so there's no fixed schedule yet. My schedule is always changing. And I took a course too, a boot camp. So yeah, my schedule is really packed, but I will try to stream at least once a week. That's nice, serve ice cream. You can say I kinda put a label on the data. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too, I still am thinking. Damn, I have to discipline myself though, I won't be natural all the time. Yeah, I'll do that, but for now. Hey, it's time for do drugs. Do your drugs, kid. Makes no sense. What? My job? Hey, as long as it pays, bro. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. What the hell? It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kinda twisted having your life depend on camel cars like this. I reason it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sick begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. Sounds like an artwork, nah. As long as it pays, there's no things that called not work. No, I'm not a warehouse worker. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls. Shadow draw across my room like fingers. The seats feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like, against the chill that passed from room temperature. Soon the lighter set of darkness that is ceiling looked like every ceiling does. It becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night becomes me to sleep and I feel the curtains. Okay. No, I'm not a warehouse worker because in this country, warehouse worker pays so little. You can ruin your body with a little pay. I mean, it kinda good if I become a warehouse worker in, let's just say, Australia or Japan or Korea. But in my country, nah, there's many work better than a warehouse worker. Now, warehouse worker here is not that good. I mean, the job is horrible, the environment is horrible, and the pay is not that good. It's not equals to what you have done. So yeah, maybe it will be good. I mean, unlike Australia, maybe Australia pay a good money. He's a head or warehouse worker. Ah, I see. Maybe in Australia it is a good work. Yeah, it's a hard difficulty, and it's going to be a hell difficulty soon. But time will show us the true difficulty. It's going to hell difficulty. Anyway, let's continue the game. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Hi? This is my room, isn't it? My room? Yeah, true. Middle class seems quite wide range. Is it the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine? Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medication on the night table. I stare at the bottles for the moment, deliberating until I open the bottles, check out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I done with the medicinal water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniform arm in the closet. I slink out from the under sheet that stretch my back before dressing up. Putting a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smells of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one, natural one. I mean, this is what you call a body positivity here, because actually body positivity is for the disabled people, like you see in this game. Yeah, there's a blind person, there's a deaf person, and anyone. Thank you for coming to stream. And yeah, the economy sucks, but it is what it is. What could I do? I'm just I'm just a citizen of a country. Have fun. What? She looks cute, not gonna lie. I kinda like her. That's a good question, Hichan. My first thought is that means he doesn't know which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Everyone is going to join the club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. Like the festival coming up in a few days, almost every student in the school stands to help out with it doing whatever. So you actually transferred in a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misa freeze. Wow, I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so I kinda like her expression here. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misa puffed out her chest as she shouted the words at me with a moment of pride. Not so loud. Now it's about delicious fried food, amazing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha ha ha. That's right, Hichan. What? That's right, Hichan. Are you asking because you are interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misa's tone has also changed. Although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misa and Shizune look at each other. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral visions, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with the long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. Hichan, is something wrong? No, nothing. Okay. Like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Yay! Harem! This kinda annoyed because we barely finish our work on time. Impossible, really? Really? Kinda funny how Misa is always moving her hands and saying not only everything is says, but what anyone else saying at any given time. Okay, so she is a good translator. It's not a contest, but physical contests are a competition for a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. She did not flash dangerously with a competitive player. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes, and it's truly alluring gaze. Are you Hichan? Very sure. Hahaha, you are wrong Hichan, because I don't want to be slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the point line in my confidence in my abilities? The price the satisfaction of proving them. Wahahaha. The cafeteria? Hahaha, that's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. Okay, what's wrong with this girl? You want to know about the club stuff? Right? Right, Shichan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. It turns to confirmation, they turn to face Megan and Misha. Certain her posture as she is the birth delay for the speech. Hichan, do you have anything you really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it, and I don't follow the team's empire or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hichan? Right? It seems like they have all the members they can possibly have now. Sorry, Hichan, it's a really popular club. Okay, but more to the point, Hichan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good, great. That's great, Hichan. Really great. Wow, what's wrong with this game? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than the club's the Apung Festival, there is one other thing. Student Council. No, we just got trapped into a student council. If you join and we'd appreciate it. But even with all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the working of one school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just a really good acting. Whatever. They just want, a new member to help with their chores. See, of course it wouldn't go so easily. You are betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. Why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? No. Stop noticing, Hichan. Stop noticing. Hichan begins to notice. No. Paper football? Yeah, it's a game that they play in America. No. And it's a play by elementary and middle school children, Hichan. Okay, Hichan, how about Riz? The game of word domination. What the? I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Oh, it's like a tabletop game. Because it's where we keep the game. Wahaha. Okay, they just want to trap us in the student console room. Oh, who's that girl? Okay, I'm going to end the to end the Katawa Shoujo here for this part. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to continue it later on the next stream. So yeah, we're going to change the game. So yeah, feel free to tuning in after I restart the stream. Okay, see you later and goodbye. Especially on YouTube. Bye bye.